Thank you, Chair. Secretary of State. The new Just Transition mechanism is going to be applied by all countries, including ourselves, once the details of its operation have been agreed. So as the UK decarbonises, how are you looking to ensure that there is a just transition here, where no people, places, sectors, workers are left behind?
Okay, well, let me say something briefly about the mechanism. The mechanism has now been agreed. We think this is going to be a good way to share best practice from different countries, and the just transition is incredibly important. We've just unveiled our North Sea future plan, and that has a big emphasis on the importance of the just transition, and in lots of different ways. I think the most important way to think about this is that our North Sea workforce has led the way for decades when it comes to oil and gas, and will do so for decades to come. But there have been something like 70,000 jobs lost in the North Sea in less than 10 years. The big question is, can we also build the future industries? Carbon capture and storage, offshore wind, hydrogen. And we unveiled our Clean Energy Jobs Plan earlier this year, which shows not a target, but more like a forecast for the number of extra clean energy jobs we're going to need, which is 400,000 by 2030 to meet our plans. And this is why I think the debate has changed so much, because this is the massive opportunity of the future. And whether it's carbon capture and storage, or some of the other things I've talked about, what my department is really focused on is not just being an energy policy department, but an industrial policy department. In other words, how do we get the supply chain jobs? How do we make sure those jobs go to the right people? How do we have a proper transition for oil and gas workers who might be looking for other industries to go into? So that's I think the way we're thinking about this.
Yeah.